Whoa, did you see that dragon? Epic! What's your game plan for this crazy fight?
I'll be on in just a minute here. Just waiting on a couple of updates that I needed before I could load in. So if anyone is wondering, I am just waiting for some updates that I didn't realize I needed to download first. Hey, thank you for the heart, me. I've got probably about 30 seconds or so, I think, of the updates to finish, and then I should be able to get loaded in, and we can get going. Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, so while we're waiting for those to finish, anybody got any plans for the rest of this weekend? Let me know in the chat here what's going on with your weekend. What do you got planned for next week? If you guys aren't aware, I am partnered up with W Energy. If you go to W Energy and you order anything from there, enter RedbeardW in the codes, and it'll get you 10% off of your purchase. Again, that is RedbeardW. That is the 10% discount code specific for me. With that, you guys would be helping me out quite a bit. Plus, this energy, they've designed this specifically for people who like to game. All right, so let me load in here. We will get moving. Okay, shoot me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat if you want me to start a completely new map. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and load into Riverbend Springs here. Let me know. I'll give you about 15 seconds or so before we load in. Also, just so you guys are aware, I'm not going to be on for quite as long as I have been in the past. I do have some plans that I need to be headed out here in about 20-ish minutes, so I will, I'll be getting off in about 20 minutes. So, join me, enjoy this. I'm going to try and get in and continue probably a little bit tomorrow. Still working on my schedule as far as what I want to be able to do. I'd like to get at least a video, maybe 2 out a week. And I'm going to rotate those between Farming Simulator and a different game. Farming Simulators, I'm going to be doing that one more consistently. And I will probably be doing this as a live more often as well. Alright, so we're going to load into the Riverbend Springs and get moving. Shouldn't take too long now that everything is all loaded up. welcome in. I appreciate your views. I'm just waiting for the game to finish loading, and then we will get moving. Alright, so I do believe I've got my virtual assistant in here. Timothy. Timothy, are you still in here? Alright. Let's get this going. Alright, so we have just gotten into town. We're gonna have to stop and figure out where we're at. So this place all locked up. Oh, here's someone. Hey, so I'm new in town. I guess you're kind of not really interested in talking, but do you know where the Riverbend Springs Ranch is? I'm the new owner of this farm here. And I wanted to. Okay, so let's see. Across here and see if there's anybody that can help us out. Hello? Hello? Anyone here? Hello? Is anyone there? Central Cafe? Anyone? No? Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to go ahead and, I guess, figure this out on our own. Ooh, this barber shop. Maybe we'll start coming here for haircuts. You get your prices out here? You're open Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. Okay, so they're not open today. But this one just says they're open Sundays 9 to 7, Tuesdays 9 to 6, and Fridays 10 to 7. So maybe we'll go get a haircut at some point. We do need a haircut. Let's see. An attorney at law. Okay. This is kind of cool. This is a little area of town. Hopefully we can get some help. Eventually, I don't know. Alright, so let's see if there's a different portion of town that we can find. During this playthrough here, guys, I just want you to know that I'm going to play it somewhat realistic, and hopefully sound too. Old stuff. Like all over the place. You guys see it? Warp could be down. Thank goodness it's March. Yes, sir. Definitely gonna probably sell the truck at this. Thinking what really it was a truck with the farm. There's a trailer using it, so they it's a downloaded truck that I got. But it is very, very sluggish. Okay, so let's get out of here. And we'll go take a look. So anyone that's not aware of my streams and whatnot, I'm not a hyper-realistic gamer. I fall to the same fallacies of most people, where they want that little edge. You don't want to be like stupid realistic where you're struggling the whole game. To me, it doesn't make fun. What is this one here? Okay. Oh, look at that. We do have a truck. That's awesome. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll be able to use this truck. Did that close behind me? No. Where's it all? Wow, look at this. Ooh, that is beautiful. Pontiac GTO. That got left here as well. That is crazy. I don't know what happened to the previous owners, but we are certainly grateful that we have such a nice place. I mean, that's the bedroom. Okay. This is a nice bedroom. Look at that. See right out to the back here. Ooh, that is not fun. Yes, growth inside the house. Okay, so let's go check out the rest of the property. Oh, this is gonna have to go. Hopefully we can get rid of it and it doesn't come back. Look at that, that is cool. We got a four-wheeler with a plow attachment. Okay, that'll help. That's a semi-truck with a combine. That's a beautiful combine too. Woo. Okay, big old tractor, a 9RX. Okay, that's a windrow. That's a planter. Ooh, the dumpster, a dump truck. And then is that a plow truck? With a plow truck. It must get real snowy here. They've got their own plow truck. There's another tractor. Two more tractors. Three total. Wow, okay, so we got 5 tractors on this farm. Some mowing equipment, it looks like. Is that a tedder? That's a tedder there. fertilizer spreader, got a baler, cultivator, that's a roller with a seeder attachment. Okay. I think that's all we got in there. Okay, so let's pop out this side, see what we got going on here. Okay, the lights work. We got two headers. What is that? Hiding in the bush. A stone picker. Lying over here is also a fuel tank. It looks like it's full of diesel. Okay, that'll help. Okay, so let's look at these headers. So we got a corn header and a grain header. Okay, so it looks like the previous owner probably did corn and some other products. So we'll have to be vigilant to see what we have for seeds. That is a massive auger wagon. Holy cow. We got a Ford wagon that's also huge. They had a big operation here apparently. So that's a bale trailer. No bales. Silage boss. Okay, so this must be how they handle their silage. Okay, 500 million liters. And that 250 million liters of silo? Holy cow. We got nothing in there. Okay, so that's not great. So what are you? Okay, you're a barn. Oh, cow barn. No cows, of course. This will hold up to 75 cows. Okay. Okay. So our farm tour is going along nicely. So what do we got here? Mineral feed. Okay. Oh, cow feed production. So we must be using that for the mineral feed to go into that. Fermenting silo. Okay, so that makes silage, so we can put it in there. And then, of course, we probably have the bales that we'll be bringing over to bring in here. Okay. So there's a TMR wagon, mixing wagon, so I don't know that we'll be needing the mixing wagon, though, if we've got this mixer here. But I suppose we could still make our own. Okay, what is this? Oh, slurry. Did I miss something? I thought this house had milk. So I like to do some milk cows. Yes. Okay. It does. It has milk. Milk the cows. That go in. No, nothing. Okay. All right. So that looks like it's our farm. What do we got over in this barn here? Okay, so a tipper and a header trailer. Okay, this thing's pretty empty. Alright, so I'm going to go into construction mode real quick so we can take a look at the fields that we own. Okay, so we got these three. I think this field here is also ours. And then I also think this field here, it is as well ours. So if we're looking at, okay, let's get out of here. Yes, so we have five fields. We might as well buy this field and these four here whenever we have the money. But what production is that? Dredging boat and cement factory. Okay. Anyway, so going back here, I think we should do first year. We should do soybeans in that field, corn in this one. What do you guys feel about poplar? Should we do some poplar? I think we should do some poplar field there, and then we can do um, grass here, maybe some grass, get some hay, um, and hay in one and grass in the other, so we can do silage. Do silage, hay, corn will get us the straw. Once we get all of that and we get a nice backlog of all of our materials, then we could probably just go ahead and um, yeah, so we'll be able to purchase some cows and stuff. In the meantime, we're also going to have to do some uh, we'll have to do some contracts. What do we got for contracts here? We got a lineman contract for 11,000, so that's not bad. Ooh, look at that, $20,000. So we could probably do those. We can do the rock removal. We can do that. We're not set up to do any transport, but we can cut some trees. We can probably do all those. That wouldn't be too bad. But I do have to let you go so that I can get to my previous engagement. I will be back on. I'm trying for tomorrow. I want to do a little bit tomorrow, but I will. Let's see here. Yeah, so I will. I'll be back on tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll be on, but uh, I do have some stuff I got to do around my house tomorrow. But let me know what you guys want to do when I do get on there. We'll get back uh, into this into this game here on this file, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do, and then we can go from there. All right, guys, take care.